This is our second lesson following up on what SMART goals are. Today, we're going to be creating examples of SMART goals as they relate to academics and to our personal aspirations. This is all part of our unit on goal setting and goal achieving behaviors. So just quick refresher, what are SMART goals? Well, SMART goals, as you know, SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable/attainable, realistic/relevant, and timely. And so goals in general are just benchmarks or objectives that we set for ourselves to achieve. Okay, it's things that you would like to do. During New Year's, many people create goals for themselves that they would like to achieve throughout the year. Oftentimes, these goals are very broad, they're ambitious, they're time consuming. And so when goals are written like that, they're just very difficult to achieve. And so our goal in teaching you about SMART goals and creating examples of them is to help you create better goals for yourself. Okay. And when you create better goals, you're more likely to achieve them. And so that's the goal, to set a realistic goal, a SMART goal, and achieve that goal so that you can constantly better yourself. All right. And so this is just a little infographic that goes over what SMART means, and it has some do's and don'ts when creating SMART goals. All right, so let's come up with an academic SMART goal as it relates to grades in school. So here's the original goal, all right? A lot of people always tell me, oh, Miss Morris, I really want to get good grades. And I say, okay, what do you want to get a good grade in? What does it mean to get a good grade? How will you know when you've gotten a good grade? When do you want to get a good grade by? And they kind of look at me and go, oh gosh, I haven't thought of that. So let's think it through. So let's get more specific, okay? You want a good grade, but it's pretty hard to get good grades across the board. So let's pick a certain area that you want to improve in. And so specifically, I want to get a good grade in science class. Perfect. I know now from the broad spectrum of classes I can get good grades in, I'm specifying it to science, okay? I'm gonna focus on science and then I can work my way to the other classes I'm in. Now I wanna make that goal measurable, okay? How am I gonna know that I've met this goal? So we can rewrite it again to say, I want to get a 90% or higher in science class. And so now you have objectively operationally defined what a good grade is. Okay, it's 90% or higher. And now you can measure that. You can look at your grade and say, I'm here, I need to get such and such score to get a 90% or higher. Now we're on to the third letter in the acronym SMART, achievable and attainable. All right, this means, do you have the resources to achieve this goal? Are you going to be able to attain it? And so in science class, that might be, again, a little too broad. So we're going to hone in our scope a little more. I want to get a 90% or higher on my science tests. So you're specifying it and you're making it more achievable, more attainable, okay? We might not be able to get a 90% or higher in science class overall, but we can definitely do that on a test. Okay, so now we're on to the R, realistic and relevant. Is it meaningful for you to achieve a 90% on your tests? Maybe, maybe not. And so we're rewriting this goal in the following way. I want to get a 90% or higher on my midterm science test. So we are specifying what exactly we want to get, what test we want to get an A on, so that it's more realistic, okay? We might not be able to get an A on every test, but we can study and work hard to get an A on our midterm test. And lastly, timely. We want to have a set deadline or a time frame for achieving this goal, okay? And so in a way, if you're saying you want to get a 90% or higher on your midterms of course come at the mid-juncture of a semester or a quarter. And so they kind of already have a time frame, but you can, again, add a date. That way you know for sure, okay, I need to meet this goal by this date. And so we're going to say, I want a 90% or higher on my first midterm test, science test, on April 5th, 2021. That's when our midterm exams are. So you've went from the original goal of I want to get good grades to the following. I will get a 90% or higher on my first midterm science test on April 5th, 2021. That is a SMART goal. It is specific, measurable, achievable and attainable, realistic and relevant, and timely. And so that is a good goal that you are more likely to achieve than just, I want to get good grades. Okay, and now here's our personal SMART goal example. So this personal goal, again, a lot of people during New Year's, they, especially after the holidays, right? We've done a lot of eating and eating foods that maybe might be the healthiest for us. And so a goal that a lot of people come up with during New Year's is, I want to be healthier. Okay, but what does it mean to be healthier? How are you going to be healthier? What will you do to be healthier? When will you know that you are healthier, right? So let's specify that goal. Okay, I want to improve my exercise health habits. From the whole picture of what health is, from diet, getting enough sleep, drinking enough water, working out, you're saying, you know what, I want to single out exercise. Exercise is going to be my specific area of improvement, which is great. Now let's make it measurable. Okay, how much you're going to exercise. I want to work out at the gym 30 minutes each day to improve my health. Perfect. Measurable. You can go to the gym, set a timer, and you'll know that you've either completed or not completed 30 minutes of working out. But is that achievable and attainable? Do you have the resources to do that? Okay, and so maybe working out every day, you don't have the resources to do that. Maybe you don't have a car to take you to the gym every day, or maybe, the bus routes don't run every single day or they run at odd times. So we're going to rewrite the goal to say, I want to work out at the gym 30 minutes a day for 4 days a week to improve my health. So instead of working out each day, we're going to make it 4 days a week. That's a lot more likely. You can likely get a ride to the gym, or you can take the bus or public transit. All right, so you have a specific, measurable, and attainable goal, but is it realistic and relevant? And so a lot of us, as much as we intend to do good and to want to do good, life happens, right? You might come home from work or school and just think, oh my gosh, I have no energy to go to the gym. So we're going to rewrite our SMART goal to say, I want to do mixed workouts for 30 minutes a day, 4 days a week to improve my health. And so by mixed workouts, you might go to the gym one day, and then you might work out from home another. You might work out in your front yard. You might do yoga in your bedroom. Okay, so a mixed workout gives you more freedom, and it's more realistic, because the likelihood of us going to the gym every day, especially during COVID when so many gyms are shut down, is just probably not going to happen. And lastly, let's make it timely. All right, we do have something measurable where it's 30 minutes a day and 4 days a week, but when do you want to assess your health improvement? Okay, at what point will you say, okay, I've done this for so long, I want to see how I'm doing and assess if I want to go further or if I want to modify my workout routine? So we changed it to, I want to do mixed workouts for 30 minutes a day, 4 days a week for a month to improve my health. So you'll stick with that regimen for 30 days. And at the 30-day mark or 31 days, whenever a month has passed, you're going to stop and say, okay, I've done this for so long. How am I doing? Do I need to change it, or do I want to keep going with it? So you've taken the original goal of, I want to be healthier, and you have specified it. You have made it a SMART goal that says, I will do mixed workouts for 30 minutes a day, 4 days a week for a month to improve my health. Notice that we changed the language from want to will. This is in part because when we're writing a goal, if we change the wording to more action-based approaches, I will, we will, she will, he will, you're more likely to do it than just saying I want. Wants are desires, and we don't always follow through on them. But if it's something that we will, we're more motivated to follow through and make it a reality.